Alright, what's going on, you guys? So I'm gonna do something a little different today. It's gonna be a live stream, but it's gonna be different than my other live streams. This live stream is gonna be a poetry live stream where I'm gonna be showing you guys some of my poems I wrote over the last couple of weeks or whatnot, and it's gonna put this on a live stream. So if you guys join, you guys can request some poems for those who are subscribers of mine, and just a little fun. I did this like way back, I believe in January or February, and I kind of stopped because at the time nobody's really watching my videos, and I was kind of waiting till I grow a little bit more subscribers to really do this again. So I'm gonna do this now since I got, I mean, I got 40 subscribers, and now I'm seeing that people are commenting my videos more frequently. I see people more, active on my live streams. So I feel like this, could work now. And it's 3:36 in the afternoon, so if those who are spring break, I know a lot of my subscribers are students who could watch this, or those who are just gonna work, it might go, could watch it a little later. So yeah. Anyway, let's get this started. This first poem I want to put out is, so, oh, oh yes, just a little noise in the background. So the first poem I want to put out is Resurrection. So this is the poem. This is a poem I wrote back in Easter, so just like a couple of days ago. So here's the poem. Thank you for dying on the cross for my sins. Thank you for your resurrection. It's because of you I could be a blessing. You were pierced, whipped, nailed, spit on, and thrown, adorned, so you could die and rise again. Died at age 33, but still live on through your people. Your blood was shed for those who do your will. What a friend we have in Jesus. What a privilege we have to communicate with you, not just on Easter, but every day. So that's Resurrection. Here's another poem I wrote that day, His Legacy. And this is a poem I kind of wrote like 3 in the morning. I wrote this poem like right wee hours in the morning, and Robotic Wobo saw this video and he commented. So this is a poem called His Legacy. Thank you for dying for your legacy, so we could create our legacy. You redeemed us while we were in sin, so that we could have a chance to be born again. You inspire me every day to welcome my purpose. A legacy won't be great as yours, but at least I know I made an impact. My hope is that when people see me, they see a young man work with a purpose, someone who don't smoke, drink, and sexually pure, but still finds fulfillment. I hope when they see me, they see you through me. So that's his legacy. And another poem I want to put out is Victory. So this is my third poem. The victory is still in you. No matter how crazy this world gets, God's still in control. The victory is in me, because I'm his child, a chosen generation, a peculiar nation, and his royal priesthood. I know it's called to do great things. My whole life has been a life of promise, worked out excruciating pain, a series of tests to make great testimony. The victory is here, because I'm still standing tall, surviving the storms and rain. There's victory behind the pain. All right, that's poem number 3. And poem number 4 is, if somebody joins in this stream, I'll do a poem that I wrote for you. Because most of you guys who watch my live streams, I already done a poem for you. So, if you want to request or you want me to do a poem that I wrote for you a while back, let me know in the comment section on the stream. So the next poem is called Hands. This is poem number 4. I pray that you keep me around godly people. I'm happy to be with, friends with friends who have with me. But I know that most of them will be going on to university. But I want just a friend I see at school, or someone I go to movies with, go to the mall with, play video games with. Our parents know each other, pray and read the word together. I want these hands to have someone to hold on to, someone I don't have to question our friendship, someone like a brother, someone who wants to see me win. I want these hands to have someone to hug on like a teddy bear, so I know our friendship is wrapped in your tender love and care. So that is poem number 4. Hold on for a second. Yes. Oh, here's one of my favorite poems. Okay, this is the poem that a lot of people on my Instagram like. A lot of people on my Instagram, comment on this poem, say they like the poem. So this is the poem called "The Ladder." I climbed the ladder. I ran so close to the top I could see it. The climb was scary, but I knew I couldn't stay in the gutter. I knew there's more for me than the concrete. So I made up my mind that I was going to chase my dreams despite defeat. This climb is beyond riches. It's beyond fame. It's lived for a greater cause. It's pleasing His name. I climb this ladder every day, so I know a climb will bring their testimony. I know that millions of people will be inspired by my story. Despite all negativity in my environment, I keep my head up because there's better on the other side. Even on cloudy days, there's still sunshine. So that's a poem called The Ladder. And this poem is called, the next poem, that's poem number 5. Poem number 6 is called Perspective. As I learn the wonders of life, one thing I try to keep is perspective. The world's so much bigger than myself, and I just think me, and not think about others. I can miss out on really valuable relationships if I just focus on my problems or only things that benefit me. I learned to keep an open mind, but you never know what life can bring. There have always goals and aspirations. Tragedy happens, and you're able to do things you dreamed. Life is a series of constant change, but one thing that remains is your true purpose in life. Why God put you on this earth, why He allows certain events to happen to you, and how you can make a difference in someone else's life is a key in surfing through the ocean of life. Viewing life in a broader scope will help you find your passion, and your purpose. So that's point number 6. Um, Point number 7 is this year. So this poem, I didn't write this on January 1st. I wrote this poem like on March 28th. But I wrote this poem because, I was going through, I was and I had going to the doctors and so my blood pressure was like super high. And I was like, no way. I was like, Lord, drop it down, Lord, I'll believe it. I just like, God, I will put this in your hands because I know I don't come as far just to come as far. I came as far because I know that you want something, that you have something bigger and better for me. So that's what inspired this poem to come out. This year will be the year of freedom, a year where I can finally do things I've been longing to do. A year if I want to do something, I just go ahead and do it without anything holding me back. A year where I can have true freedom. This year where I can take full ownership of my life, take responsibility for my health, my money, and my spiritual life. This year for all those years where I wish I could do this or do that. Now I'm setting break free from bondage and living like I want to live. I don't want anything to stop me from accomplishing my dreams. I like health, money, not even my own family. I won't do too much to be another shit could have would have been. I know God has something great in store for me. So I continue to work hard and smart to achieve the things I want to achieve. So that's point number 7. So point number 8 is point number 8 is, I'm gonna put, this poem is kind of a tough poem because this is one of those poems that I wrote, about this is what happened last year, but I wrote this poem this year because I saw this person again, and he just, and I was told that he had a restraining order on me. I mean, I wasn't sure if he was being serious or not, but when he said that to me, I was just like, okay, you know what, this, let me just write about this. So this whole poem called "Losing a Friend." I kind of explained the backstory behind this poem, but for those who didn't watch the video, it's basically about me meeting this kid. He was 14, I was 20. He was on the autism spectrum. He was like a really cool person. Really enjoyed talking to him. He was like really nice to me. But then his parents were like, no, I don't want you talking to him anymore. This, that, and the other. And then that's when our friendship just ended. We was getting on so well, but then like a few months later, we ended up not talking to each other at all, and like he just ended up cutting me off completely. So it was just like, man, like God, what gives? So this is the poem called "Losing a Friend." I had one friend back at spring of 2017. He was a bit younger than me, but it was something that gravitated me towards him. He was a ninth grade early college student, a high school student in a college setting, while I was a college student. His mannerism, his appearance, his quirks interested me. I had a college PE class, and it was filled with ninth graders, and while he wasn't in my class, he would sometimes work with us. I had a few interactions with him, but it was when he said I mixed my start time and end time together. Dang it, autism. Once I heard that, then I started really getting in touch with him. I talked to him through Facebook, and we began sharing our life experiences together. I was just wondering how much common ground we had together. We would get along so well until his parents told him he couldn't talk to me anymore. I tried to listen, I was a good person, I wouldn't do anything to hurt him, but that didn't work. He got to the point where he told the principal on me, and now he hates me. I feel so guilty because I was expected to be friends with a 14-year-old while I was 20. Being that both of us on the autism spectrum, I felt like we were perfect for each other. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. Losing him was rough because he was the one I related to the most. But it was through that experience I found friends who were really there for me. It was hard, it was painful, but now I truly appreciate all the friends I made this year. All right, that's point number 8. A little bit touchy, I know, but it was, but sometimes like you just have to let it out. It was about something that happened. It was about something that happened a year ago. It was still kind of painful, just knowing the fact that he really just don't want nothing to do with me, and like so that's why I wrote that poem. So this ninth poem I'm gonna put out is "L.A. Dream." It's a poem talking about my dream of visiting Los Angeles. So here goes. LA is a place I want to visit one day. The sun, the palm trees, the beaches, the sky, and the mountains nearby. I heard so many wonderful things about Los Angeles and how it's the polar opposite of New York. Being from the East Coast, I always wondered what's life out in the Pacific. The places, the famous people, makes it so prolific. The spoken word scene over there is pretty legendary. People come from all across the world just to do their pieces at the poetry round. There's even a Christian scene, a Christian poetry scene out there. Every year, a group called NPCM hosts a poetry event called Rhetoric. I'll visit there one someday. Once I get my fatness taken care of, I will one day go there and witness the great wonders of Los Angeles, California. Oh, Robotnik. Perfect. Perfect. Robotnik is here. All right, Robotnik. Hello. So I got something, for you. Hopefully stay on, you know. So hope all right, I got something for him. I actually did a poem for Robotnik. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. All right. So this is a poem I wrote for Robotnik. Um, so I wrote this poem back in March 5th. So this poem is almost a month old, but since he's here, I decided to put this out there for him. So here it is. You're a really nice kid. I enjoy hearing your stories in the forum sites. It's cool to hear things from your perspective. It was so cool seeing you on video and YouTube. It's so awesome how to share some things in common despite our age difference. It's been a pleasure to encounter you on multiple platforms. Hope the best for you, man. To Robotnik from Mary Walker. Nice. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. This is my kitchen. I'm in right now. Yeah. So that's poem number. All right. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, that's poem number nine. So I got. So. Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is the one I wrote for you. Um, yeah, this is the one I posted on YouTube. Back a month ago. All right. Hold on. Oh yeah, you know, easy. I know. Okay, hold on for a second. I gotta get my tablet. I got the other poem that I wrote last night. Um, hold on for a second. All right, I'm back. All right, nobody's online right now, but don't really care. Shout out to Wobo for joining. Um, oh, he's back. Okay. All right. So this is the poem. All right. I got my tablet. Had to run some little errands, but yeah, I'm gonna perform the poem that I did last night. The one about my imperfections. Hold on for a second. It's probably the most. It's probably one of my most transparent poems I've written because it came out of a place where I was just like, okay, God, you know my heart. You know I want to do. I want to do good. I want to you know, do your will. But I have struggles. I don't have the opportunities that a lot of other people have. So like I had to create my own opportunities, and a lot of times, it led to fights with my family. It led to fights. Led to me saying the things that I wish I never said, and like so that's what this poem is birthed out of. So this poem's called "Imperfect." I really thought this poem can help a lot of people. Whether you're Christian or not, can really, yeah. Yep. See, that's exactly why I wrote that poem. See, but I thought that poem could really help a lot of people because it talks about, what it's like to, struggle. What's it like to, you try so hard to be a good person, try so hard to do the right thing, try so hard to to really, to really be a light, but you surrounded by, so much negativity. And like that poem just, that poem could speak so it can help a lot of people, in their struggle. So here's a poem. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes. I had failures. I didn't always make the best decisions. I never smoked, drank, nor had sex. The typical things you do when you're an adult. But I had my moments of sin. I lied, I cursed, I said hurtful things to my mom on social media. I always wanted to have a positive meaning for life, but I never had an outlet for me. Living in a small town, I didn't have anyone I could look up to. I was young, doing something positive, and was successful. When I gave my life to God at 14, I didn't have anyone to show me what it's like being a born again Christian and not just a church boy. I didn't come from a typical Christian household. I was reading, studying God's word while being surrounded by drugs, guns, and teen pregnancy. So I could be an example of someone who's young and truly walking in the Lord. I know what it feels like to have no one understand you. I know what it's like to feel alone, feel left out, not being able to do what you really want to do, being told you can't do something. Have parents you just don't understand. It's the reason I keep writing, to be the voice for the imperfect people who want to make a difference in the world. All right, so he's basically asking, okay, well, so last year, well, this happened a couple times, but one time in particular, but like one time in particular, I was, last year, man, so it's a long story. So this is a long story. But last year, I was going through like a rough time of life. It's like last June. I felt like, you know, couldn't really do nothing. I felt she was, I wrote a poem. I wrote a poem. About I forgot the title. I think it's called I forgot the title of the poem, but it was a poem I wrote just talking about, man, the frustration I was dealing with, not being able to grow, not being able to do what I really want to do, I didn't have nobody, around, like I didn't have nobody around me that what I understood my passion, because my mom thinks that poetry is something that she don't my mom doesn't really see poetry as something that's good for me, and I didn't have nobody around me that was doing it. And then because I live in a small town, there was no like spoken open mic in my town, so I felt like I had to go outside my town, but she couldn't take me anywhere, and I was like, man, she told me, and man, and then but man, and like Like, and you should feel like you shouldn't go. There's no, you should, because I went to open mic one time. It was an hour away from where I live at, and I was going there for a few months, and but a lot of times she didn't take me, because how I started going there was through my school, but my school only went there one time, so I was getting other people around me to take me, but she, couldn't take me because she can't really do much driving, and me not driving at the time, I couldn't really go like I want to go, so I just felt like, man, I'm just like, man, and then so I just having this, oh, I just felt so frustrated, so I just wrote a poem about it, put it on Facebook, and then but my mom doesn't have Facebook, but my cousin, my other people in my family has Facebook, so I put it on Facebook, just to vent, and then my cousin found out about it, and she told my mom, and I ended up getting in trouble for it, so that right there, which is I mean, I didn't say anything like really bad. I just said she was protective, and my mom took it like, and she made it seem like, oh, you're ungrateful, you don't appreciate what I do for you, and stuff like that. And it just led to a big old argument. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, So that's one example. Another example is on YouTube. YouTube was, this was like back in 2015. Oh, okay, yeah, but it's a long story again. I know it's a long story, but glad you like the poem, Wobo. For those who are, if you want me to do a poem about you, if for those who are going to watch this, what you going to, okay. So what I'm going to do with my life, I'm about to graduate college soon. Um, I'm about to get my associates in arts degree. I was going to go to a 4-year college, but I was like, I was gonna go to a 4-year college originally because I was like, you know what, I don't want to. I want to go to a 4-year college because I feel like I would have more opportunities. I would have, as a spoken word artist, because like poetry is something I always wanted to do, but from the time I was 14. But like I knew that I needed to have, I knew that I need to have a strong, I need to have a strong, infrastructure that pushes that because where I live at, there's no open mics. So I was like, I need to be in a city that's, really like pushing like the arts. So I was like, I need to go to a 4-year college. But then, last year, that's when I kind of changed my mind because last summer I was, um, last summer I was kind of going, I kind of messed up. I didn't do so well in school. I kind of got a bad grade in my astronomy class, which I don't know why I took that class. And so I ended up having to repeat another year of college. So I was just like, oh gosh. So, and then just the struggles I was going through of growing as an artist, gaining a fan base, and not really having anything out here for me. I was thinking about that. I was like, man, so that's what inspired me to do YouTube. And through YouTube, I was able to get a substantial fan base. I don't have a large subscriber base. Obviously, we only have 43 subscribers at this moment, but I was able to get people to watch my videos, comment it, and then also I was on Bitly, which really helped me out. And then I was like, you know what? And then plus I also had student loan debt for my first college. I was in New York my first year of college, and I'm still paying off loans in that college to this day. So I was like, you know what, let me just like, after I finish community college, because I'm in community college right now, I was gonna take a break from school, finish paying off my loans, and but still, use that time to like grow my channel and like really hopefully by that point I can hopefully by that point I can, do tours, have gigs, and like I could really do what I really want to do the whole time. So yeah, that's my plans at the college. You know, and then so that's why I'm going so hard on my YouTube channel because I know YouTube is like the best social media platform if you want to really get noticed and really get exposure. So yeah. Hope that explained it. I know I was kind of rambling. I ramble a lot in my videos. I know. I try not to. And that's just the way I talk. But anyway, with that being said, this is Nine Walker. Okay. Yeah. It was in 2000. So yep, it was there. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. But like, I'm glad that, I was able to gain, some somewhat of a fan base on Vidly. Vidly's not my strongest fan base I got right now. I have 100 subscribers on there, and so like that's the strongest fan base I got. And I still post on Vidly. Um I still post Vidly. I still watch Vidly, but like with YouTube, I'm kind of more focused on YouTube now because YouTube I could do more with YouTube because it's a more established. I can live stream. I can do podcasts. I can do these type of videos where I just like spit like 5, 10 poems of video. Whereas really I'm like limited to like 20 minutes of content. So that's why I stick to that's why I mainly use video for my poetry content and my short little vlogs. Whereas with YouTube I kind of focus on like, doing like live streaming and I focus on doing live streaming and and poetry and stuff like that. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Night Walker. See you guys next time.